Alright, I just pulled into location where I'm going to be shed hunting for deer antlers today. It's March 23rd, 2014. So basically the whole reason that I'm even doing this channel and trying to take some video and footage of some of the things that I like to enjoy is really just to interact with people that enjoy the same hobbies, and you know, if I can help someone out and give some tips and techniques, I mean, it's better yet. So I thought I'd just kind of walk you through on how I like to shed hunt. Hopefully this wind isn't ruining this video too much here, but it's a little breezy out here. But yeah, I mean, the Joe Schmo Outdoor Show, I think it suits me perfect. I mean, that's just what I am. I'm a Joe Schmo. These properties, it's all private property that I like to go hiking and shed hunting and hunting and trapping and whatever else. So I mean, I share all this property with other hunters. You know, there's no food plots, there's no, you know, deer management per se. This is all just, you know, real life situation. I mean, I'm not gonna plant a deer horn and then show you a video and try to make it look like I'm this great white shed hunter. I have plenty of days where I get skunked, but I also have days where I'll find, you know, 3, 4, 5. You know, my best day ever was 7 in a day. Guys that are managing thousands of acres and food plots and, you know, all the guys you see on TV and everything, I mean, to them that's nothing. I mean, I've seen guys go out and find dozens a day, but you know, anyone that's interested in watching this channel, that's not going to be them, just like me. I mean, this is it's real life. I mean, we have, you know, a decent deer population here where I live in Northeast Ohio, but it's not crazy. So it takes a lot of miles and a lot of hard work to find what I do find. So I thought maybe I'd walk you through and show you how I do it. Starting here, I mean, as you can see, it's a big giant hayfield, woods everywhere. Personally, I try to stay out of the fields. I have found sheds in fields. I mean, fields are great areas, obviously, to where deer go to eat, especially cornfields. I have found a couple in cornfields, and I know that there's a lot more horns in the fields than what I have found. The problem is, when I go out, I like to maximize my time. Everyone's familiar with finding a needle in a haystack, and to me that's what it is, especially in a cornfield. I mean, those horns will just blend right in with all the corn stalks, and yeah, there's horns in there, but I mean, you could walk, you know, huge cornfields all day long and not find a shed. I mean, they're just so hard to find. You know, starting here, I mean, I've got this big hayfield. I'm not going to spend a lot of time in here. I have found more success in finding all the thickets, bedding areas, and deer trails leading from fields to the thickets. So that's what I'm going to focus on. I found more sheds and just right in the middle of deer thickets on deer trails than anywhere else. There may not be quite as many horns as maybe out in a big, you know, active feeding field, but your chances of finding the horns are going to be a lot better. I mean, there's only so many deer trails. The deer tend to stick to those trails, so if they happen to drop a horn in between, I mean, you're on the deer trail, your chances of finding them are going to be, I think, a lot better. So that's where I'm going to start. I'm going to walk up into here, and I know this property pretty well, so I know where the thickets are. When I get up in there, I guess I'll try to show you a little bit better what I try to stick to. Hopefully with any luck I'll find something and I'll be able to share it with you guys. Talk to you later. Okay, here's the first thicket. Right over there is the hayfield that I just showed you. Got the first thicket right here. Just kind of going through my thought process when I'm doing this. Here's the thicket. It kind of dwindles down that way. You know, there's some brush and stuff. And the thing about sheds is, I mean, they literally can be anywhere. I mean, there's no place that I would say don't look. It's just you get in these big blocks of woods. I mean, this whole block of woods goes for, it's probably 3 miles that way, 2 or 3 miles this way minimum. So I mean, you just can't cover it all. So I try to maximize my time. You know, I'm gonna stick to where I have learned that I am more successful. I'm gonna go this way. It's a lot thicker that way. If you know anything about bucks, they always, you know, seem to hang out in the thicker stuff more than the thinner stuff like over there. So I'm gonna shoot up over here and I'm gonna try to find a couple nice deer trails and try to follow them, maybe find out where they're bedding. You know, there are better days to look than other days. Today's not the best day, but it's not bad. If you look at the leaves, it's starting to dry out. The wetter the leaves, the more successful I am. I think they're a lot easier to pick the horns out when the leaves are all dark and wet and it's a nice cloudy day. We don't have much sun today. It is trying to poke out a little bit, so it's not the best day, but it's not bad. The days that are just bright and sunny and just real dry, those are the days that I really struggle to find anything, and I think it's just a lot to do with the glare of the sun. You know, you're walking towards the sun and you can't see very far. You know, on these cloudy, overcast days, my field of view is much bigger. I can see, I mean, those horns really stick out, you know. So I mean, if you're gonna pick days to go, I definitely do better on cloudy days, even rainy days, you know, anytime that the leaves and everything is all wet. So, I mean, that's a good tip. All right, well, I'm gonna head up in here and hopefully I find something. All right, I came to this new area, same block of woods, but completely different area from where I was. I wasn't happy at all with what I was seeing over there. I haven't been here very long at all. Got up in this little thicket. A lot of old apple trees and a lot of brush, and got on a deer trail right away, which is right here. I don't know if you can see it, but I've been in here maybe 2 minutes. Check it out. Haven't went up to it yet, but sure looks like a tine sticking up to me. Looks like it's right on the deer trail. Yep, that's the deer horn. So that's I guess one tip I could give you is, you know, you got to be in the area where the deer are. I mean, it sounds simple enough, but you know, I just wasted 2 hours over there, wasn't seeing any good sign at all, and been here for maybe 2 minutes and got one. Oh yeah, not a bad little horn. Let's check it out here. Yep, right on the deer trail. Oh yeah. Yeah, it's got a little staining at the bottom, so my guess it's been here for at least a couple months, but it's definitely this year. But yeah, I mean, you can see the deer trail real good. I mean, these are my best spots, you know, just like this. I mean, you're right in the middle of a thicket. I mean, you can see how thick it gets, and get on these deer trails. I mean, I like the looks of this a lot better. When I get into a spot, an area that I like a lot, I have confidence in, I'll walk every deer trail through here. So I'll walk this up all the way to the end, and I'll move over 30 yards and come back down and move over again and go back up. I mean, it's the only way to really cover it good. And I'm kind of looking around while I'm talking here, try to find this other side, but sometimes you do, sometimes you don't. But I'm gonna keep going, and hopefully I find maybe the other side of this or something else. So all right, so about 2 hours and got my first horn of the day. All right, I'm right back here where I found this horn. Just walked through a couple more miles of thickets and brush and stuff like that. I think I'm gonna call it a day. Sun's starting to go down, getting pretty tired, pretty hungry, so not a bad day. I mean, definitely not my best, but it is early in the year yet. I mean, I'm still seeing a lot of bucks that are carrying horns, so you know, you can't find what's not there. So it's early, but this is my 5th time out. I started 2 weeks ago. That's my 5th horn and 5 trips. So only 2 out of the 5 were from this year. This one, and there was another one a few days ago. The other 3 were a couple years old. So it's early. I mean, there's a few laying in the woods, but it's not. I'd say most of the bucks are still carrying at least one or both horns. So yeah, I'm pretty happy that I got a little bit of success today for my first video here, and hopefully you guys picked up on you know, how I do this. I mean, I think I would have done a lot better if if I waited about 3 weeks or a month from now, you know, when more horns are laying on the ground. But anyways, that's pretty much how I do it. So I found one's better than none, and I got some good exercise, and I wasn't sitting on the couch all day, so it was a good day. All right, well, I'll be back out here. I'm gonna give it a couple more weeks. I'll come right back out here, and I got some more spots, so hopefully I find some more.